We are live. Are we connected? We're connected. Hello, everyone. Waiting for people to show up. Oh, now we're actually live. Okay, there was the message that came. Waiting for people to show up. Today we're doing a live Q&A segment. Very excited to see whose questions going to come up today, who we get to help today. Really, really wonderful times. So if you're here, please let me know in the chat. Just give me a hello. I see people, the numbers are going up. If you're here, just give me a hello in the chat. Hi, Namia. Hi, Hima. Hi, Krishna. Ranjana. Anandita. Lovely to see you guys. Today we're doing a live Q&A segment. It's been such a long time since I came and did live Q&A, so I'm excited to see what questions we have today and who we get to help today, what answers come up today. Really wonderful times. If you're here, just let me know in the chat. Just say hello. And while you're also saying hello, tell me where are you guys from? Tell me how was your day? Tell me what are the things that you're grateful for? Let's start a chain. Hi Sadhana. Hi Shambhavi. Hi Billionaire Harsh. Shobha. Wonderful. Lovely to see you guys. Okay. So what we'll do is, since we're waiting for people to come, oh, happy birthday, Nidhi. Lovely to spend it with you today. Since we're waiting for a lot of people to come, what we're going to do is we will start off with questions that you guys submit live here, and then I'll take the questions that have been submitted before. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'll tell you when to submit the question. So if you just hold your question, if you've already submitted it, copy it, paste it somewhere. I'll tell you when to submit the questions. But first, tell me what was the highlight of your day today? Type it in the chat. What happened today that was the highlight, the best thing that has happened in your day? Tell me what it is in the chat. I'm going to read it out. So tell me what it is. What is the highlight of your day today? Narisha says grateful. Elevate with Kavya says, hi, light worker. Hi, light worker. Takes one to see one. Wonderful. Okay. Started your podcast today. You had kadi chawal. Kadi chawal. I hope I pronounced that right. I think that's like, I think I know what you're talking about. You had a meetup in Amritsar. You manifested no pain during yoga. Wonderful. Today was awesome. Pivoted your negative thoughts. You had 8 hours of sleep after a night shift. That's wonderful. What else? What was the highlight of your day? Your pregnancy report was normal. That's good. Your dad got discharged from the hospital. That's wonderful. Let's celebrate with everybody all the good that is happening in their day today. Started a channel on Spotify. That's brilliant. Success is coming your way. You took the action. Today is your Thursday fast. Good. Got back to studying your routine. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Celebrating Saraswati Puja. Wonderful. So you had something of a highlight of the day. If you did not have a highlight of the day, look for one. Look for one, because that is going to be one of the core things we're going to discuss today. Okay, so now that we have a large group here gathered together, let's start today's Q&A segment. So here is the format in which I will recognize your questions. You're going to use the format hashtag. Hashtag is a symbol on your keyboard. Find it. Hashtag question and then ask the question, because whatever has hashtag question, I'll recognize it and I will answer it if it is in my domain. Okay. So go ahead and ask questions now. Hashtag question. We'll take about 2 or 3 from the live, and then 2 or 3 from the submitted, and then 2 or 3 from the live, so on and so forth. Okay. So let me know hashtag question. Super. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Okay, hashtag question. Kartik PR says, I gave an interview. I really like the company and the role, but HR said my profile is in whole. How can I manifest this job now? Okay, good question. So you really like the company and the HR said no. I'm assuming the HR has said no. If the HR has really said no, here are couple. So if I was in your position, here is what I would do is I would pick out what are the things that I really liked about this company. I would also pick out how I am an incredible match for this company or this type of company. And I would visualize that I am in a company that matches the things that I loved about the company, and really, really celebrate that I'm in the best company, and celebrate, wow, the universe knew exactly which company was meant for me. I can't believe I actually made it here. Celebrate that. Then, if the best company for you is that one, it's going to call you somehow. If it's not that one, something that is the best company is going to find you. Okay. If that was helpful to you, Karthik, just type helpful. Okay, hashtag question. Wait, I missed. I lost it. Wait, I have to go back. Okay. Okay, I've lost a few questions. So let me go back up. Uh, okay. Okay. All right. Deepshika says, I want to marry my boyfriend, but I'm facing so many difficulties in reality, so many negative thoughts coming in my mind. I don't know why I feel unworthy of good things. Go back to your childhood. Where were times in your childhood that you felt unworthy of something? Empower that child. Go back into the memory. First, become that child. This is called inner child healing. I'm just giving you like a basic. I would recommend you do it with an actual coach or therapist who can guide you through this. But you go back, become the child, express how you felt as that child in that memory, empty out everything. Then, as the come back to the adult in the present moment, then swoop back into that memory as the adult, sit next to that child and empower that child, teach that child law of attraction, show that child how worthy it is, she is, show that child all the good that has happened over the years. So that kid becomes this, oh, wow, I am worthy, I can create. When that kid becomes feels worthy, it's like a big puzzle. So when every child inside of you gets every like trauma, like every time in your childhood you had some time or the other where you didn't feel, or you learned it from your parents, or you learned it from society, you empower that child. It's like a puzzle piece goes up on this big board, and every time a child gets empowered inside of you, the adult gets empowered. So go back into the childhood and realize that all of what you want you can have, but always ask for what is meant for your highest good. Sometimes your ego wants something that may not be what is actually meant for your highest good, because that person, sometimes, I'm not saying this is your case, but for many people, they very held on to who they want to be with, not realizing that perhaps their path is slightly different from where you're meant you want to go. So you have to allow the bigger picture to take place, stay in the vibration that I always win in life, only good things happen to me, I keep celebrating all amazing things happening to me, and then the person and the situation which is the best for you, the one that you will one day thank so deeply, I'm so glad that this happened, that is what will happen for you. So if that helped, just type helped. Okay, if it helped anyone, type helped. Okay, we'll take one more question from the chat and then go to the submitted questions. I've been manifesting. So this is Hema. She says, I have been manifesting something for 2 weeks now, but seeing some signs of it. Whenever I let go of it, thinking if it works, it works. I see a lot of signs to hold on. What does it mean? So firstly, I'm not one for science. I don't have a lot of info on science and things like that, or manifestation. I manifest with or without science. So for me, I've not done a lot of research on what these signs mean exactly. What I would say is manifestation comes down to few key elements. The first one is obviously always self concept, which is the thing that most people miss. Law of attraction, a lot of people go to a YouTube channel and take a method of manifestation. So let's say a salesman will try to do a method of making more sales, making more money. He will try and try and try, and he'll get some spurts of success, but then it won't be long success, because his self-esteem is not that of a super duper salesman. He doesn't see himself as somebody who can sell like that. He sees himself as someone who's lacking in sales, and I have to do a technique in order to get my sales. I'm lacking, so I have to do law of attraction to get sales. So he doesn't see himself as someone for whom sales is natural. I can sell anything. If that doesn't happen internally for you, you end up having just spurts of manifestation. Magic is not normal for you. So one of the core things that you need to do, and is also one of the core things of letting go, is making things very normal for you. My personality is like that I can have all of these things. It's natural for me to have it. When you believe it, you attract it. That is, this first one is self concept. The second one, and that also helps you let go because it's natural for you. So now you're not looking when is it going to come. It's like, yeah, okay, it's totally okay. I continue living in the present moment. But when it comes to science, I mean, I don't, when someone says it works, it works. I I'm a bit like bumpy on this question because I'm not fully getting the context. So I think, like I said, I don't know much about science, but what I'm trying to say is what is meant for you is going to manifest anyway, whether signs come or don't come. So just stay in the vibration of these things are natural. So when they come for you, they come in the best form for you. Okay. Hope that made sense. If it helped, let me know in the chat. So you don't have to worry about science and things like that. Just get your self concept right. Anyway, it's going to manifest. You might as well just enjoy the moment as it's happening, and as and when that thing happens, know that the best of that thing is going to happen for you because that's your self concept. When it comes to science, I have no clue. I have no idea about science. Okay, let's look at one of the submitted questions. Okay, so I'm going to read out the question. If it is relevant to something you have asked, listen carefully. Okay, so this question is by Janardhan, who says, repairing relationship with money and manifestation of money beyond a certain limit. It's a really good question. So, how to repair your relationship with money and how to manifest money beyond a certain limit. So, I'm going to answer this question around money. So, if anyone is asked about money, here is your notes. Okay, make sure you're taking notes. So, how to repair your relationship with money? Here's the good news. You can repair your relationship with money instantly by producing very loving feelings about money, towards money. I have a beautiful meditation on that on YouTube itself where money comes and hugs you, rushes to you, supports you. There's a lot of loving feelings produced towards money that is on itself instantly aligning you to money. So if you just open your heart and feel this sensation of money coming into your life, supporting you, loving you, you're already aligned to money. But there is an opposite also happening in many people is their past when it comes to money. They've lost money, they don't feel worthy of money, they've come from families that have struggled with money, or they had a lot of money and they failed and now they're confused. So there's a lot of pain related to money as well. So what we do is we address that pain. So we do healing. Healing is done through several different ways. You can choose whichever you want. I just mentioned inner child healing a few moments ago, where if you have any past version of yourself that has dealt with money in a negative way, you learned about it through a bad experience, or you saw people throwing rocks at Ambani and you said, oh, I never want to be rich, someone's going to throw rocks at me, or something you learned, you're going to go back and empower that past version of yourself and help that past version of yourself feel very empowered towards money. So that way, the aspects of you that are hurt around money get healed, and you've built a very loving emotion around money. You can write love letters, you can just imagine money and coins and notes coming, dancing around you, hugging you. Whatever you do, if you can produce loving feelings towards money, money will come to you. The good thing about money is it has no filter of who it will go to. It doesn't care about your history with money. It doesn't care about your family history, your religion, your culture, your skin color, your height, your weight, your gender, how old you are, how young you are, what the size of your head is. No, money doesn't care. It's going to come to whoever produces loving emotions towards it, because love is a magnet, it's an attracting force. Same thing goes for anything else that you want to attract in your life. When you produce loving feelings around it, love becomes the magnet. Okay. So to answer, so any money questions that you guys have posted, that is the answer. There are also several other elements and things, but these are the two major things to look into. The second part of this question was how to make money beyond a certain limit. So there is no actual limit on how much money you can make. And I'm talking to you. That means if you're unemployed, there is no limit to how much money you can make as an unemployed person. Because money doesn't require a job, money doesn't require business. There is no criteria that money says only in this form money can come. Money can come in any which way, any other way. Anyway, there is no cap to how, which, where money can come. So be open. Secondly, you, even if you have no, your mind says, okay, I need to have skills in order to get a job, in order to get money. Like I said, money can come from anywhere. But if you don't see yourself as Mr. or Mrs. Moneybags, what I mean by that is, If you don't see yourself as someone for whom money is natural and a good thing that supports you and you support other people with it, you don't see yourself as a money tycoon and you see yourself as someone who struggles with money, you're always going to have the bumpy ride. So self concept when it comes to money is so essential. uh, how do you change your self concept around money is, firstly, start imagining yourself as someone who is acting and behaving as someone who is rich. And by the way, rich people are good people. Rich people help other people. Whichever rich people you've seen who've been nasty, there are also non-rich people who've been nasty. So it's not richness or money that makes people nasty. It is people that do other things. It's not money or the lack of money. So you want to make sure that you, in your vision, imagine yourself to being this amazing, beautiful, rich person. That is one way to pull it up, practicing that story. Second way to pull it up is actually going to luxury places. You don't need to go buy anything, but walk around and keep convincing yourself that this is normal for you. Luxury is normal for you. This will pull up the that cap of money that you've put in yourself, because the cap is psychological. There's no real cap. In the universe, there is no cap. Anyone can have as much money. But the cap is created by what we believe is possible for us. So I've already given you two ways. Go and hang out where there is luxury. Third way is to, I had the third way, it just slipped my mind. It'll come back to me. Okay. So these are the two things to try. So visualize yourself as money bags. Oh, yeah. Third way is to actually make a list of every thought or resistance you have around money. So whatever negative thoughts. So when I have money, then people will not like me anymore. If I have money, then I won't have time. I have to work hard in order to make money. The most bullshit idea I've ever heard is that uh, I have to, if I don't do this, if I'm not in the hamster wheel of my business, then I won't make money. Make a list of all of this and really question it. Find evidence to prove the alternative, that you can sleep and make money, that you can invest. Just think about it. Let's say if you're a business owner or a coach or trainer, whatever, you have 10 clients that pay you 1,000 rupees, you make 10,000. And that is, let's say you spend 1 hour with each client. That's 10 hours for 10,000 rupees. You can make the same 10,000 rupees 1 hour with one client. Smart. The rest of the hours of the day, you can go chill out and do other things, right? So who says you have to work hard in order to? There's so many different ways in which money can bless you. But money is pure energy. It is not something. So if there's anything that you need to correct, any beliefs you need to correct about money, break them and find alternative beliefs that make your money journey a lot easier. So that is how you break the cap. Okay, earn money more than the certain amount that you've held. Was that helpful to anybody? If yes, let me know in the chat and just type helpful. Okay. So these are, people have paid lakhs to learn this stuff. So if I'm telling you this, make notes and practice these things. Okay, let's go to one more question from the submitted questions. Okay. A lot of money questions, which I've already answered. Okay. Kalavatis asks a great question. She says, in so many years of your experience with manifestation and other things, what is the one technique or one way you would say that is my magic wand for anything I want to manifest? I can use this one thing to get anything I want. Which method or technique would you say? So she's asked a personal question to me. If I choose one technique as a magic wand, what would that be to manifest anything that I want? So that's kind of like it's a great question, but at the same time, there are three levels of our spiritual evolution. So there is the aspect where we are powerless and we think techniques are the ones that give us power. There's a second level where we realize the power is within us. So it is our self esteem, our self concept. As we see ourselves, we create. And then there's a third level, which is surrender and grace. So depending on which level I am operating in at that particular point in my life, I would choose different techniques. Okay. So let's just look at the middle level. That's where most people are, is that they know that they're powerful. And at the same time, they also want to know what technique can work for them. So in that level, I already told you self concept is the core of manifestation. You can waste a lot of energy doing manifestation techniques and getting spurts of results and going back to the same old patterns, or you can change your self concept. Self concept is changed when obviously you do some form of healing, which is could be mindfulness, inner child, EFT, some sort of healing of the past self. The old self gets released. That is one great way of manifesting, because the moment you have a desire, the universe has heard you. It's not like the universe doesn't know your desire, so you have to keep telling it again and again. The moment the desire is there, it's a vibration. The universe instantly senses the vibration because it's a vibrational universe. So when you release that old version of yourself that feels not worthy, I'm from this background, this is my life, blah, 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 when you release the pain, your desire comes anyway, because the universe will match you with the vibration that you set out. So it's not that I have to constantly do efforts in order to manifest. It's the other way around. The more relaxed I am, the easier it is to manifest. So I would do that. I would do more of the healing work, but that is me personally. But I know the context in which you asked this question, so you can practice it. So I would say, from that context, other than self concept and healing, I would say the best technique I have ever used to manifest whatever I want is, I call it timelessness. You guys might call it living in the end result. So that is few seconds of celebrating that this desire has already come true. Few seconds of really putting up your body, dancing, expressing the gratitude, celebrating. Wow, I just had this experience and it was so blissful. It was so wonderful. I'm so blessed. Wow, the wow feeling, if I can produce it for a few seconds, that is enough. The rest of the day, I'm back in the moment trying to do what I need to do. So then you're not the doer, you're not the manifester, it's the divine that is doing it. So you set out the plan, now the divine takes over, and then by the time you finish your day or you finish your week, the door bell rings and your whatever desire was there, it came true, or whatever was the timing, divine timing for the desire to come, it came. So for me, timelessness or living in the end result is the one that has pretty much not failed. In fact, yesterday in class, so I teach live classes. We have one on Saturday as well. It's called Intention Ceremony. It's happening 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Indian Standard Time. It's 4 hours of invoking 2023 with the most beautiful, loving, divine, emotional vibes. So it's 1 hour of releasing the past, past this whole 2022 we shed away from us. It is 1 hour of rebirthing. So we come back to this new life, a new birth we take. 1 hour of defining this future, 2023. What is important for me? Who am I living for? What are the things that I want to pull in? What are the conditions? Visualizing that, lighting candles for them, burning bowl. We do a lot of like incense work, flower blessing, water blessing, all kinds of beautiful things. We're doing the magic box this time. We're doing manifestation box, a lot of beautiful things we do. And then the final hour is surrender and allowing. Surrender and allowing. It's a very emotional 4 hours of singing songs and meditation. So the most beautiful part of every year is the ceremony that we do as in the academy. If this sounds beautiful to you and you want to join us in the sing along and meditations, all of that, you can join us. You can go to a website. I will give you this website. It's also in the description of this live. It's called kartikanair.com/2023. You can go and register yourself. It is happening Saturday, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Indian Standard Time, because that's the magic ball time where you can really do some magical work. Of course, you can create at any other time also, but there's a nice magic that comes along with that time. So, having said that, today when we were teaching a class, sorry, yesterday when I was teaching one of these magical classes, we were doing whisper method. You would have heard of whisper method, it's on my channel. That's another method that works almost all the time. You whisper what you want the other person to do. If you want to get a call, or you want a text, or you want somebody to understand you, or you want somebody to come back, or I'm just talking generally. When you want somebody else to do something, you can imagine you whispering this to your angel, who then whispers it to their angel, and then their angel whispers it to them. And imagine them doing that, contacting you or whatever you want them to do, understand what you're saying, whatever, and just let it go and you see what happens. There's a magic in the whisper method. So I try the whisper method and it usually works. So it's one of my absolute go-to methods when it comes to, like, for example, I'll do it if I need a document or I need an email from a counselor, like or I need an email from something has to be confirmed, they're delaying, whatever, I use the whisper method. Works really beautifully. But it works when there's not a lot of pain and negativity around that. You have to release that. The vibration should be easy and open. Okay. All right. So I've answered that question. Now let's take a few questions from the chat. Okay. How to manifest a marriage? Don't manifest a marriage. Marriage is already manifested. You just wait and breathe and relax. It is coming. uh, I told you, you're not the doer. It's already done. You just breathe and allow it to come. Allow it to come, as in find yourself a passion project, get yourself involved in life, and then one day the bell will ring. You open the door, and there this person is. So I mean, you can create a list of what it looks like and feels like to be married, to express joy for being at their wedding, enjoying yourself, and then after that, just get totally immersed in a passion project. So your mind is not constantly going, I'm 30 and I've not got married. S- Drop all of that, be fully immersed. You don't need to be pressurized by the world, because you get to choose how you choose to respond to anything. It's your choice, your emotions, your what goes on in your head. So get into passion project, surrender. It is already done. It will come to you. Okay, let's see. I'm going with the hashtags. Okay. I am manifesting on-site opportunity. This is NB Vlogs is asking this, but not sure how I should go ahead and take action. Shall I wait for my manager to approach me or try something else? You can approach your manager, right? Should You can ask your manager, use this thing called the sandwich method, where you, okay, maybe you don't need the sandwich method. Maybe you should just ask your manager and see what he says. If he says no, nothing right now, then visualize being on site and sleep as though you're on site, wake up as though you're on site, really convince yourself that you're an on site guy. That's your personality. I am an on site guy. I work on site. I work in whichever country you want to say. Make that into your story. This is me. I am one of those guys. I'm an on site guy. And that's how it'll become natural part of your destiny. Okay, next question. An exam didn't go well last week. I have to retake it next week. How to manifest the desired score? Self concept. So, like I said, self concept is the core. How I see myself is what I will create, right? Especially when it comes to students, because their self concept is in the drain and they want great results. Become somebody where you think of yourself in an absolute pro in that area of life. Oh, sorry, that area of expertise. See yourself as I'm the biggest pro in this area. When I give exams, my examiner's jaws drop because I give the best answers. That's my self concept. So you walk in with that confidence, and obviously do your studies, find fun ways to study, and imagine that result. But the best way, if you would ask me, if I was a student, the best way I would manifest desired results, or just results in general, is I would see myself several years after the exam being wildly successful, living incredible life. So that way, when I go to the exam, I'm not going with this thing of this is going to make my life or break my life. I'm going with this thing of anyway, I'm going to be wildly successful. So if this works, brilliant, I'm going to do my best. If it doesn't, something else is going to work and I'm going to get to this incredible place in my life. So I would go with that detached state. Because just because you missed an exam doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful. Some of the greatest minds in the world have not gone to college, so you don't need to worry about school, college, and that minds will never be happy and successful in my, so they're conditioning. They're not, it's not real. You're welcome to be happy. Like I was telling that to someone today, like so many companies don't care whether you have an educational background, whether you have a CV, and they hire at top salaries so you can't even imagine. Why do you limit yourself with ideas of exams? So don't get that stressed out. There's always a way to get to that desired country, get to that desired role, get to that with or without the conditions fulfilled right now. The universe takes care of the how. Let me know if that was helpful. So that's it, guys. I think I have done 30 minutes of answering. Now let me know, those of you who are taking notes and listening to what I was saying, please let me know in the chat. Was anything all of what I shared today, people are paid for. So it's not like just free knowledge out there. Please take notes, study, practice. Because ultimately, in practicing, this is where the results and the magic lies. And that's where you need to go. Don't ask more questions, just practice more of what you've studied here today. So let me know, was it of value? If yes, what was your take back? And I will read it out loud. So, what is the one piece of knowledge that you heard me say today that you take back? Because I'm going to be thinking of this before I go to sleep. Okay, what did these guys take back? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat. Super. You guys should come to our academy and study. So, like all of your questions, forgiveness, how to ignore current reality, office politics, everything has an answer. You can also just go through my videos, it's there as well. Okay, so self concept. What else did you take back? Practice, timelessness, living in the end result, that feeling of celebrating beforehand, but pure vibration. No alternating thoughts there, pure vibration. Self concept, living in the end result. Good. What about the money things that I told you about? Um, Pulling loving feelings towards money. Money doesn't have any filter of who it comes to. Okay, detachment. Good. Self love, inner child healing, how to do inner child healing, all that was taught today. Okay, fantastic. Okay, and talking about jobs, how to get the best job. So, all of that is to take back today. Okay, love letter to money, luxurious, go to luxurious places to pull up your self concept, vibration. Good. What else did you guys take back? Yeah. Okay, good. Wonderful. So, with that, I will leave for today. What I invite you guys to do is check out my YouTube channel. It has 600 videos on pretty much every topic that you all have asked here today. So go on YouTube and just type Synchro Shakti and the topic, whatever it is, fear of fear or success or whatever, just type it and you will see something related to that. If you don't see something related to that, we have a free email program, support at synchroshakticoaching.com. We don't sell you products, we don't sell you anything. We answer questions for free there. There is no sales done there. And finally, on Saturday morning, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., Saturday, 28th of January, we begin the year officially with invoking 2023 with the intention setting ceremony. It's a beautiful 4 hours of sing alongs and meditations and manifestation work and inner healing work and a lot of beautiful things we do together as a community. We do it every year. I've begun every year doing intention ceremony. I've ended every year dancing on the dance floor. So appreciative of the year that's gone by, and it becomes beautiful because of what you set out. There's a whole exercise we do this time where we make a list of what is the things that are most important for me in 2023 and who am I living for. That question itself is going to revolutionize the year you're going to have. So if you want to join us to come for the intention setting ceremony, Saturday 28th, I the door is like the way the I work is the divine decides who comes for our programs. So if this is for you, come register kartikanair.com/2023. I'll put the link here in the chat, kartikanair.com/2023. You can join. The curriculum is slightly different from the mid-year intention ceremony that we did. It's very different from last year's intention ceremony. But the things that are common is we are still burning sheets of paper to burn out the past, and we're still lighting candles to bring life to the desires of 2023. Okay, so I love you. Thank you so much for asking really great questions. The greatest way that you can serve me back is to tell me your success stories by implementing what you've learned today. Okay, love you and see ya. Bye.